What's up, guys? I'm at the channel. So what a lot of people don't know is on the way to the Danger Ranger, we broke down in the truck for about 4 hours. And I'm about to tell you why. So what happened was we were driving. Beautiful 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. We left around 7 o'clock. So 12 hours, driving for 12 hours. Driving down the highway. Next thing you know it, girlfriend goes, "Hey, there's smoke out there's smoke. I think the truck's smoking." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "No, it can't be." I look in the side from mirror on the right there, and I see smoke coming out by the exhaust. I'm like, "Oh no!" Not until I blew a head gasket, and then I hit the gas. It puffed up more. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then I realized it was staying in the air. So I'm like, "No, that's oil." Okay, so it's not coolant; it's oil. But I'm like, "What?" And then it goes away, and I'm like, "All right." So I revved it again. Well, this time I revved it. It smoked. And then the RPM stuck, and I'm like, "Oh shoot, something with the trans just blew," I think. So blah blah. Thankfully we got off an exit, and second of all, we got off an exit with like a bunch of like AutoZone, Advanced Auto, blah blah. They're all a mile or two away, but could have been a lot worse. It could have been like 5, 6, 10 miles away. I get out of the truck, I walk over here, I see it's just fluid pouring out. I popped the trunk, and I opened the trunk, and I see fluid just pouring out right there. Right where I see that black hose? Yeah, well, there was fluid pouring out of that thing. So here I run back to the truck. I turn it off. My father was waking up because he was sleeping in the back seat, and he goes, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Trace is leaking." Just like I go look at this thing, and then blah blah. And like I said, we're trying to get the Danger Ranger, and I'm like, "Shit!" I'm like, "This thing broke." I'm like, "All right, we gotta get this thing back on the road." So I'm like, we're sitting here thinking like, "All right, can we get transmission line?" And then I'm like, then I have my dad calling people. I'm like, "You know what? Forget it." I'm like, "What I'll do, I'll cut this. I'll rig it up for us just to get there," which I can see it's getting a little swelled. Which, as you can see, there's oil on it, which is not good. So it definitely needs to be changed. So I rigged it up. I told him we'll rig it up. We can get a transmission line, because long story short, also, we couldn't get one. It was like 3 days out to get one, so we're like, forget it, that's it. I ran a mile and 1.2 miles, got to AutoZone. I got a brake flare kit, I got a pipe cutter, I got a whole bunch of hoses, 'cause I didn't know what I needed. Came back, got it all put back together, blah 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 blah, and we got the best Southern hospitality. When I say we got the best Southern hospitality, we had a guy buy us ice. We didn't ask for anything. This guy came out and gave us ice, and he gave us his extra ice, and then he came back out. He's like, "Well, here, listen, you guys are gonna be out for a while." So I was like, here's a bag of ice. Here's some dog treats for the dogs, and I hope you guys have a good day. Blah blah. And we're like, wow. And then the other guy helped us out with getting clamps, because the guy gave me the wrong clamps, but blah blah blah. So we got the best. It was awesome breaking down there. Not awesome breaking down, but awesome for what it was. So here's the fix. This is the fix right here. I basically cut on both ends, and I flared both ends, and I put the hose on to keep it from slipping off. So what am I doing now? I am changing this, because I can see from right here, I don't know if you can tell or not, but the hose is swelling. I can see, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's a color difference from right here to right here. The hose is a heater hose, which is not made for transmission. Transmission oil is very acidic, I think it is. And it's just very aggressive on things, so it's not gonna last us very long. I think even like if I rub my hand on it enough, yeah, see those black marks on me? That's the hose actually disintegrating. So what I got here, we bought some transmission line. Now we were gonna go buy transmission lines but I'm gonna get an aftermarket cooler for the thing here, so aftermarket transmission cooler, so you're gonna have to cut the lines anyways to make it work. So I told my dad, I'm like, "Listen, let's just get some transmission line. I'll replace this one for now. I will be cutting this, because this is a known issue for these quick connects to just snap out of nowhere. So I'm definitely gonna be disconnected. I'm definitely gonna be cutting this one too and replacing it with hose. Not right now, but just for this one now. So that should hold us over until we get another transmission cooler. And then we'll actually replace it with more, well, same thing. We will be using rubber line anyways, but just for now, replace this, leave that alone, and then, you know, within the next 2 months, we're gonna be getting transmission cooler. So quick fix just to get us to be able to drive the truck again. And also, if anyone tells you that heater hose and transmission line are the same thing, listen, they can be used. They can be used interchangeably. But as you can see probably more there. There's a big difference between where the transmission was not touching and where it is touching. It looks more bloated than here. So, and we'll take a look also when we get it all apart.
You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full proxy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. He gets buzzed real big, pissed off quick, and if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Loves the blood and gore, always wanting more. Freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force of heart in. If you start changing, be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you let the bars rip to be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it.
Couldn't find a razor blade, but hopefully this cuts through. Hopefully. Looks like it is. There we go. That should at least help. I'm gonna try to hold this up. I don't want to lose any transmission fluid. Ooh. I don't know if... Well, that was not a good color. That was disgusting looking transmission fluid. Look at that, it's black. Now, does this coloration... Well, it could be a transmission's going bad because we blew a line, and thankfully it got us home. That's not good to see, hear, or see. But I told my father, I'm like, we're gonna get this thing flushed out probably when we get back. And then there's the rest of the line we got to get to, so we're gonna get to him, pull him off, and hopefully get the new transmission line and check out this fluid. I'd like to show you guys, the transmission fluid is not supposed to be this color. It is not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be a nice bright red. Now watch out when I pour this out of this hose. Now this might just be from the transmission burning itself up, or it could be from this hose, which I'm going to show you the hose. But look at that. It is black. Like, that is black. I'm going to save some of this for... Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, we're going to have to do some transmission work on this truck. But... So we're definitely going to do some transmission work on this truck probably. Probably definitely get at least the oil pan down and flush it out and see what happens that does for it. I will say, feeling the hose, this is so much softer than this metal than this part up here. So this definitely was swelling. Definitely something was not right with it, but it could have been black coming off of this into the transmission fluid, which isn't impossible. You know, when things get hot, transmission fluid, you know, might just take in the stuff a lot more. So I'm not sure, but we're gonna replace the thing. Actually, I gotta get a measurement on this and then cut it, and then replace it, and then probably gonna get the transmission pan dropped, new filter, stuff like that, and then also get it serviced. Like service as in like get it flushed out, like full flush, new transmission fluid to the whole entire thing, and then see what it looks like after that. So first step into business, we're just gonna get this measured up. We got some hose cutter. Basically just gotta take this, put it right here. And right about right there would do. So garbage, this is not garbage. Don't need him anymore. So put this in here. This might be just a little too big for this one, I'm not sure. Make sure to cut it straight. Straight as possible, I should really say. And then slice it. Close this box up. We don't need this anymore until we do more transmission stuff. Until we do the new lines. Throw it over there. There's a new line. I'm gonna go hook this back up and hopefully it'll be good to go after that. So I really think the blackness is from the rubber hose, because I'm sitting rubbing my hand around this thing here and I'm getting all this black, like from like on the flange area, all this black stuff. So I think it is just discolored from the hose. So Like that, we'll find out more when we do a transmission flush on this, but I think it's just from the hose from disintegrating and basically tinting the transmission oil black, which isn't good for the transmission either, because now there's particles in the transmission that are not supposed to be there. But what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do in life? All right, guys, so we got the new one put into place. Hopefully she stays into place. I had to do some filing. Oh, my filer, where'd my filer go? Oh, I lost it. Oh, fine, it's right here somewhere. But I had to file it because the edge was too sharp actually, and this hose is a lot tighter. So I had to file it down a little bit so it wouldn't cut into the hose. But on that, she's in place. We're gonna start it up and see how it looks. All right, so she looks good. I don't see any leaks over there. All right, so that's all fixed up. You guys got to hear my little story about almost not making a Danger Ranger, and I was making that race no matter what. I was gonna find a way. If this thing broke down, transmission blew out, I was gonna find a way. I didn't care. But I know, guys, listen, if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the story, leave a like down below. Comment down below what you guys think about the truck and our little story. And if you guys had any similar situations when you guys were driving or towing or any type of situation you've been in your car, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Do what takes fire dreams, and don't let anyone get in your way.